Katsuhiko Mizuno. Jersey number 3, Takaya Sugawara. Jersey number 4, Subatsu Kanawa. Jersey number 5, Toru Tabata. Jersey number 6, Yuki Akutsu. The coach, Takanori Izushi. The manager, Kintaro Kamino. The referees for this event are official referee, Chinlone from Myanmar. The referee, Wu from Myanmar. Assistant referee, Mama Uchi, Myanmar. Score referee, Kim Maui, Myanmar. And score referee, Yuan from Indonesia.
I've been feeling some joy watching teams from outside Southeast Asia come in to our part of the world and participate in a sport that's not traditionally theirs. I mean, this sport did originate in Burma, but it has spread around the region over the years. Japanese have turned up today a long way from home, as did the Koreans on Tuesday, and also to play takraw as well, the Koreans did. Iran, another country from way out of Southeast Asia over in the Middle East, but they've been playing sepak takraw for years. A very good showing from them, coming up second in the non-repetition primary event. This was on Tuesday, of course. The referee adjusting number 5 Toru Tabata's captain's armband. Got to put it on his right arm. Here's the starting lineup. Japan, number 1 Kazuya Mibuchi, number 2 Satohiko Mizuno, number 3 Takaya Sugawara, number 4 Tsubasa Ogawa, and number 6 Yuki Akutsu. Their coach Takanori Ishii and manager Kentaro Tabino. Good to see the Japanese players having a laugh with each other as I introduce our technical officials. The lovely, the warm, the legendary Ahmad Rashidi is our official referee. Wintek U is our referee. Nick McGee, assistant referee. Kim McGee, our score referee, along with Erwan. If you are just tuning in, we are at the J Pagoda Park here in Mandalay, Myanmar. You are watching Chinlone. Chinlone, of course, is the name of the ball that they're using. Depending on the sport you play, well, they call it Chinlone here in Myanmar or Burma, as it was called when the sport was invented over 1,500 years ago. The same ball called the takraw ball in Thailand, and bola raga. The Bahasa-speaking nations of our region, your Indonesias, your Malaysias. This event, of course, is the non-repetition event, secondary level. Players have to use more difficult, complicated moves to score the points. And that concludes their warm-up. Referee makes the final check on his officials. Players are definitely ready. And here we go. Mibuchi tosses it across. Gets it right in the first try. Well done there. Jumping cross inside, performed by Satahiko Mizuno. Just like we saw in the Myanmar team, the tallest, lankiest player, they've chosen to do the jumping cross knee. Trying to set himself up for it. Does it? Here comes Tsubasa Ogawa. The first of 3 behind moves. He must use his soul. The ball must travel over his head, past his shoulders. You can't turn to make it face your back. It has to go over your head and down onto your foot. Can you do it? Just about does. This time it will count though. Or will it? If you're not allowing that one. Finally move on to that Captain Toru Tabata. Yuki Atsu must use the outside of his foot. There you go. Gets the point. Japan on the board. Proceed to the final. Japan must better Thailand score of 74. It will need to pick up the pace a little though. It's got a long way to go, of course. 20 minutes in total, split into 2 sets. It will need to pick up the pace. Of course, it's a time event. The players must be the ones to retrieve the ball whenever it goes out of play. And Tsubasa Ogawa completing his move, as does the captain. Very happy about it. Good to see. They're really having a good time here. Long way from home. Not here in Myanmar. Myanmar fans enjoying seeing strangers from such a faraway land playing a sport that's very much a part of their culture. Chinlone, of course, has been introduced into the SEA Games, a regional competition that's held once every 2 years. Already had 2 editions played out. The first, of course, was in Myanmar, not here in Mandalay, but in Naypyidaw in the 2013, the 27th SEA Games. Brought back by Singapore last year in their 28th SEA Games. Well done there by Yuki Akutsu. Practicing his stroke over there, even though he didn't really have to. Good to see though. There's a very strong idea that you should always try and have fun. That should come first. If you're watching at home and you're wondering what's the point if they let the ball drop, a fair question, but The objective is, of course, to score as many points as possible within the 2 10-minute sets. And if you do keep letting the ball drop and having to pick it up like that, they're not going to be able to beat Thailand's score for sure. Running all over the place, clapping about. So much fun they're having. Fantastic. In Chinlone, obviously back in the day before more modern shoes were invented, it was played barefoot, but these days the type of shoes they prefer are very flat, very soft. You compare them to canvas school shoes. This allows, of course, the players to feel the ground and feel the ball more closely than you would with most other kinds of sports shoes, running shoes. That music in the background you hear is very, very much part of the sports. Traditional Burmese music, as it would have been played all of 1,500 years ago for the royalty of Burma. Fantastic. That's really, really nice to see them. I'm well aware clearly of the comparative skill difference between them and the two teams we saw prior to this. Good to see them having fun and laughing at themselves, laughing at each other as the crowd laughs with them. What great sports they're being. Oh, there we go, gets it right, first try. Crowd being very encouraging, applauding them for performing moves that they saw so many times in the previous match by the two teams. Great atmosphere here at the Jade Pagoda Park. Here we go, Japan with 9 points. Fair to say this will be their first and last appearance of this tournament. Waiting for the last day, of course, to finally get out there and play. They look so excited to be here. There you go, a little bit of fancy extras for Japan's #1 Kazuya Mibuchi. The captain running into the circle. There we go, gets the touch. These Myanmar fans, smiles on their faces. Ladies with their Tanaka apply on the face, you may have noticed. Very, very common throughout Myanmar, very traditional country, and many other countries have the specific customs and traditional costumes and face paints, but they tend to be only worn for special occasions and ceremonies and events where you have foreign dignitaries visiting, like an exhibition almost. But here in Myanmar, you see so many people applying the Tanaka on their face. He gets the toss all wrong there. Well done, gets it right first try. Well, I tell you what they're lacking in technique they're making up in attitude. So fun to watch them. Look at them having a laugh at each other. The first set comes to an end. Referee calls an end to this. There's a 2-minute break coming up. Referee will announce the official score. It is 11 points. Very, very respectful as usual. They stay in there as the referee announces it. What a stern-looking referee. He doesn't look very impressed. 2 minutes of rest given to them. Now they can walk off, have a word with their coach Takanori Ishii and manager Kentaro Tamino. Not sure what they'll be saying here aside from, all right, keep having fun, guys. By the way the first set went, I'm very sure we're going to see Thailand and Myanmar in the final later today. Certainly, the coach and manager look like they know what they're talking about. So lovely to see the young and old all come out to watch a sport. Once again, everyone in this shot probably has already tried this game at least once. Such is the popularity of Chinlone in Myanmar. We are, of course, in Mandalay. Population 1.2 million. Considered the cultural center of the Burmese people. Lying, of course, on the east bank of the Irrawaddy River. The city was first founded in 1857. It was called Yadanabon back then. Over the years, it's also been called Lake Kyunongme, meaning victorious land over the 4 islands. Now we quite simply call it Mandalay. All right, a bit more fun. I'm quite happy to see this Japanese team play for a while. So good to see that they're getting half of it right. The having fun part is very important to Chinlone. Well, maybe more so than a non-competitive match, but great spirit by this team. Here they go, starting decently so far. Just to perform the jumping cross knee here, Takaya Sugawara. Able to set it up rapidly, but does get it out of the way eventually. For the Japanese captain now, Toru Tabata. He gets it. Referee not giving the point. It has to go clean over the head, just like that. Well done there. Just like the Thais and the Burmese do it. Satohiko Mizuno. There we go, first try. Just a cross instep. starting a little better than they did at first. In the first set, I mean. I gotta tell you though, Yuki Akutsu doing very, very well here. He's been getting his behind outside, it's called. Let the ball drop behind and hit it the outside of your foot. He's been getting his stroke right off of the knot on his first try. Here he goes again. Great to see the Coach Takanori Ishii and Kentaro Tamino share a laugh. He does it again. Yuki Akutsu, I dare say, fit onto one of the other teams playing this tournament. No disrespect to his teammates, of course. Takaya Sugawara has to perform the jumping cross knee. He says he has. Here comes the captain, Toru Tabata. There we go. Getting helped out by Tsubasa Ogawa there. It's a nice straight pass. Gets it right. Well kept in play by Kazuya Mibuchi, well, only just for a while. Japan on 16 points. They are doing better, scoring points at a better rate than they were in the first set. Yuki Akutsu getting his stroke right again. Already equaling their tally in the first half. Encouraging signs from Japan. Won't be enough to see them in the final, of course. We play later today after the women's teams play their preliminary matches. There we go, Toru Tabata getting his move right. Those of you who are curious, I do have the names of the moves of these strokes. Player number 1 has to do the jumping cross chaipia. There we go, it's the cross instep. You got to use the top of your foot. Second player has a jumping cross chai quin, where you hit it with the inside of your foot, the part of you pass a football with. For those of you who play football or soccer, North American inclination. Third player, that's the jumping cross do or jumping cross knee. like a very painful move. You get what I'm getting at. Fourth player. That's the behind power, the behind soul. All these behind moves require the ball to travel in between the shoulders and over the head. Like that. That's the behind soul, behind power. Next is the behind heel. Very small surface area, arguably, well, I believe it looks like the hardest move. You can't see the ball, and it's got a very, very small area, the point of touch. Very, very small for something you can't see at all. It's the behind pamek, the final move, the behind outside. You use the outside of your foot. On 22 points in their first and last appearance in this tournament. They're doing better though. Here we are in the first set. Well, the points prove it. Scoring 9 in their first, they're already on 13 in this set. Music you hear is a traditional Burmese track. Designed, of course, to create the carnival atmosphere that this game should be played in. There we go, gets his heel. It's behind heel right there, the Japanese captain. Kazuya Mibuchi gets his down as the Satohiko Mizuno. Comes to number 3, the lanky Takaya Sugawara. Now Tsubasa Ogawa must perform his behind soul. Gets it right. Captain Torodabata with the heel. Yeah, that's more like it. Now he just performed the behind outside. He does it. Another point. Japan improving steadily as the game progresses. It will be too little, too late though. Hang on, says the captain, I have a ball. Have it. Referee calls an end to proceedings. 25 points from Japan, well short the mark set by Thailand and Myanmar in their preliminary matches. I don't think they should be too disappointed. They've only just started to learn the game and are a long way from home, and still found it in them to get the laugh at themselves, laugh at each other. Very, very gracious throughout. Meet them in the hotel and over here around the Jade Pagoda Park over the last few days. Appreciation shown by them, and by the Burmese fans as well. Well, there you go. First set 11 points, second set 14. Japan finishing with a total of 25. So they applauded off and reciprocate the reception they get from the watching Burmese fans. See the boys from Singapore watching in the background as the ladies are about to have their first preliminary matches. Myanmar and Thailand, just like the first preliminary matches in the men's event.